Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'll be streaming another part of Vampyr tonight. Sorry for the late broadcast, but I'm here and let's do this. For all those that have been following, I am headed to Whitechapel now in Vampyr. I just defeated that werewolf boss and heading there now. What? Hmm? Okay, so this is where I stopped off yesterday. I'm just try to upgrade my weapon real quick. Seems I can't for now. Still the high damage is fine. Okay, let's go. I'm full with blood already. And I'm pretty close to Whitechapel. Some more enemies to defeat here. Should probably get that shotgun guy first. Deals nice damage to everyone. We can block. Shit, I'm stuck. on.
I'll put an end to you!
It was a pretty tough fight, actually.
Please open the door, sir.
We got a werewolf here, mini one. I hit from something behind me. Okay, I see that guy. Two of them. Oh damn. Thought I could have drank some more of his blood. Oh, that's fine. You can pick up some stuff from the werewolf there. Yeah. What's this here? To the citizens of London, curfew official health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 p.m. by the church bells. All citizens must keep off the streets from that time until 5 a.m. Until further notice, a citywide curfew has been implemented. It is imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. If any member of your household becomes ill, inform the authorities immediately. Due to the curfew not opened after 9 p.m. So at night, it's not opened. Okay, so Whitechapel Old Road. I shouldn't possibly go here yet. Let me just head back to Whitechapel real quick. And I'm close to where this is here. No, wrong way, I'm headed this way.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
As I said before, that teleportation feature is pretty cool, since I have to visit the old road regardless. Oh no, I can actually go. Here it is, Whitechapel. Alright. That's awesome.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Oh crap, did I just say a murder? There's a hideout nearby. Maybe not. There's a bloody hand stain on the door. Let's see what it is. Just picking up stuff all around. Let's head upstairs. New hideout located. I'm gonna stick with the blow absorption instead. Not stunning people to bite them in battle is becoming a bit annoying. If I can focus on attacking, I should be fine. Let's try it out. Okay, we got some. Oh, come on, man. That blood absorption isn't bad actually. 2.5 hits. When I hit them a few times I get back a lot of blood per se for healing. 3 times is all I need to heal. Should be fine. Where did he go? Oh, I killed him. Alright. There's a letter here. No, loading screens take so long in this game. Alright, here we go. It's about done. Outside back onto the street. Let's go to that quest marker. Oh, it's that reverse. I unlocked that part from upstairs. Okay. I understand where I was at now. Alright, let's go.
Suffrage.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man.
No, he's a doctor.
Benjamin Palmer, doctor.
He's killing people.
No one can help me. Not even you.
I have
Give him that
found a
letter
very
first.
Interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... Well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Really?
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Trap.
Yes, poor blood quality.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
Oh, sorry about that, was getting a
Broke
bit
and
more
my son
comfortable.
just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just faked me last nerve.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Suck on a rat. What are they gonna do? What do you have here, peddler?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Let's see what she has to offer
I'd
first.
like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Let's see what she has here. Nothing I would need, I guess, for
Good
now.
evening, my dear colleague.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Just setting up that dialogue. Guess there's nothing else.
Goodbye, Miss
Goodbye.
Swan. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is
Dumpster diving.
I cannot enter.
This is where I need to go. Let's check around the area real quick. Let's head in.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Oh. Just give me a sec, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back here now.
There's nobody here.
It's locked.
Find a way around, it seems. What's this here? Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Must be a way to get around. What am I missing?
No one's there.
To the citizens of London, curfew health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 p.m. by the church bells. All citizens must keep off the streets from that time until 5 a.m. Until further notice, a citywide curfew had been implemented. Hey, Bevan Yates, what's up? Yes, I'm here. It is imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. If any member of your household become ill, inform the authorities immediately. Do not... don't really want to scream, and even though I would like to get donated, I don't want to scream though. Sorry if that bothers you. It's like night here and everyone's asleep, so I gotta think of the people around me too. I'm good with that too. I don't want to injure myself. You okay, Bevan Yates? What's with all the slapping yourself and shouting? I'll be playing Vampyr. That's what I'll be doing. And chatting. But not sure why you want me to do those things either. Alright, got that done. My number? What, my phone number or something? I don't know what you mean. Quarantine influenza. Keep out of this area by order of Board of Health Officer. Okay. Why do you want my phone number though? Too far out. Need to head back. We can chat right here on YouTube, you know. You don't need to do that. It's fine if we just chat here.
It's locked, all right.
Don't think I would want to post my number on YouTube. You're pretty aggressive as well. What's up with that, man? Ah, here we go.
There's no one in.
That's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, didn't know that.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Okay, got a new print available from him.
That journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the
This way.
church they just mentioned.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Right then.
Let's see what he has. No, he has handle parts and stuff. I actually need that. Don't have that much money though. Well, come on, gonna get some money. Let's check out his dialogue.
Something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean, besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss
That's
Crane
why he's
wanted to play the
irritated, because he
quiet
couldn't make
scene.
money off of her. Come on, man. Alright, no hints. Goodbye.
For now, Mr. Lewis.
It's always about money, isn't it? What's this here?
I should never have taken up.
Guard the freedom of us all. Join the Royal Fleet today. Would you like to know more? Ask your nearest recruiting office. The king and country need you.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett. You play for peace of mind.
Who's this Joe guy?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a
You
journalist,
can do it.
I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
According to you, physicians are scarce.
Flaps. What's up?
Why is that?
How are
Not
you?
familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say
How you
it's
doing,
justified?
man?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor
I'm good,
guys,
Flaps.
but this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks.
What's going on with you tonight?
For their dirty work.
Survival is a natural law. Should I be good to him or bad to him?
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you've made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim
And
here?
thanks for joining the stream,
Barrett can
Flaps.
be as
Hope you're
sneaky
enjoying
as
it.
anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Okay, got something here.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then.
Alright, thanks. And guys, if you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. Need to get my subscriber count up.
Can you tell me
Thanks a lot
about
for
Mr.
being here, and I
Peterson?
appreciate the support.
Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer. Good one, even. But after his wife passed away... he
Yeah,
found
thanks,
every
Flaps. I appreciate that
excuse
so
to
much.
stop training. Just
Hope you'll
wanted to
tune in
pick
for the next
fights with
episode of
everyone.
Vampyr as well. It's cool. Despair can be a poison, and mourning is never easy. I wouldn't say he's a coward. I want them to be friends.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've
That
all
is
had some
true.
rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Wet Boot Boy. That's the local gang around here, I'm guessing.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
What do we have here?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Care about
I'm a
public health.
doctor, Mr. Darby. I care.
Sure,
about
I will,
everything
Flaps.
public health in this
It's not a problem.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice? A man named...
Yeah, sure, I will.
I
Don't mind
know
making
much
your
about
day.
the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
There you go, man. Alright, he never goes out.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Just do the dialogue
What
here.
is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. It's not
It's a
logical.
disgrace.
They should be telling people that.
People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These
Whether
are
it's a
bad
war or
times
not.
indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu was really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw...
Alright, thanks, Flaps.
My
See you
God,
later,
what
man.
happened to them?
I think that was all
I still
for
have
here.
questions about that Darius fellow.
I don't know much about the man.
Okay, that's it for
Goodbye,
him.
Mr. Darby.
Who's this here? Let's check her out real
Forgive my
quick.
interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Science and religion could never
Do
agree,
you know
huh?
Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Nuns, really?
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Okay, I got another hint about Dorothy.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is
Fancy build the city to the ground?
cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Yes, but where do you put the
Purification
limit?
by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous.
Definitely
You're
not.
nothing but a soulless butcher, a small-time Torquemada, the Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers... Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Alright, so we have another quest line
I
here.
have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Crazy priest. Well, he is a vampire, so... Talked to Clayton already. This is a cemetery here, I'm guessing. I can go in there. Okay, let's see. He's at the back of the cemetery.
You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your faith.
Is it this way? Yes it is. It's in the back here. Let's check it out real quick. Has to be him or her.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very
Goodbye.
well. Goodbye then. Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Find the mailbox. There we go. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we must sometimes accept and make the world a better place. This is what I must make now. To feel useful one more time, I wish you had a long, happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damn country. I am as ever yours, loving father, Darius. Okay.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage.
PUBG or Fortnite? Well, I am playing Fortnite right now on the PS4, but I enjoy PUBG for mobile a lot more. If I had to pick a game I would play more, maybe it would be PUBG. If I can actually get it for the PS4, I will. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay, I got a mailbox. Need to go talk to that other guy now. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot for mobile. I want to get it for the PS4. Hopefully I think it's better graphics and stuff for the PS4 compared to mobile. Maybe I'll enjoy it more. I only recently picked up Fortnite as well, and not that good at it. Not used to that building schematic really. This skull. There's a dead guy here. Where's the skull? If you got a PS4 or something, hit me up. What do you got? When I get PUBG, hopefully soon, I'll want people to play with. Shit, left nothing to dodge. blood absorption is really handy. It's a lot better than that damage, because I can heal when I want. So if you guys had to pick between damage and blood absorption, I think that blood absorption is actually better to put on your weapon if you have a weapon like that. Though I haven't really explored much other weapons, so I'm not too sure which ones are best. You should be Richard.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
Okay guys, after I talk to Richard, I'll be ending.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of it.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I learned something about him again. Let's just do this dialogue with him real quick.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Well, that's what doctors
May I
are
ask
for.
what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposures.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts?
I'm just running through this dialogue real quick, guys.
Terrible, you say?
Sorry about that.
Of course.
And thanks for joining me on my stream today. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet, nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Alright. Just that. Personal questions.
Tell me, Mr.
And I'll be finished.
Why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Got another hint about her. I should really go back to her before I do anything.
To find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Yeah. Reality is a bit dull, isn't it?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid
Though it's better to have a dull, boring life
if you say so,
than be in a war-torn country.
And vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Okay.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Milligan.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
I think that's all for her, for him. Okay.
I'll leave
Goodbye.
You alone,
Let's go talk back to that Camilla real quick, and I'll end.
It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Yes, she is.
Hello again. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
Wow, that's a lot of EXP. 5,000. Should bite into her.
Very well. Goodbye.
But I'm not going to. Okay, I'll be ending the stream now, guys. Thanks for all of you who watched and support me. And I'll be on again tomorrow night streaming more Vampyr. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate everything. Take care now and have a good night. Bye.